Hey everybody, Griever back here with your latest Let's Play of The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. Now at the end of the last part, we got Hadhood the Dwarf. I like it, because I like Hadhood, and I don't believe we had to check anything, so we can just kind of continue on. Yeah, let's do this. Woohoo! We got ourselves a dwarf. This will probably be the main party for the majority of the game, for anybody who's wondering. Yeah, because I haven't used Hadhood since like my first run of the game, and I usually use the elf Idriel. There we go. Okay, we're gonna run into a random battle because those are cool, and I gotta get back into this because I haven't played in a few days, so I gotta get back into the swing. So a couple of random battles might help in case there's a boss up ahead or something. We do have a perfect mode available. I'm not sure if we should really use it though. I'm more inclined to just kind of Loudwater Fury this guy. Doing 411 damage. Well, let's take a look at how much is left. Oh yeah, totally gonna kill him. Let's kill him off. Now we'll take the orc shot, which is gonna miss because I'm such a badass, and orc pincers are gonna hit Hadhood the Dwarf. But of course we are going to use Axecraft, and we're going to kill him with Dwarven Cleave. 265, that's not bad damage, you know. And since I can probably, well, I probably can't kill him actually, but also I'll just use a Guardian Strike, because it's unlikely I would have been able to kill him with Orc Bane, because the Pinter guys are a little stronger. Let's see, 136, that's not bad. We're going to, oh yeah, let's just Flaming Fury his ass. 319 damage, that's cool. And Hadhood still a balls. And I mean, we don't get a whole lot for random battles, but you know, later on in the game, of course, just like all games, there are, I'm going to continue to do that. Because the points are right beside each other, like it's the X button for A and the C button for, I guess, X. It would be on the GameCube. Kind of weird. And look, a save point. Woohoo! And now we can save, get all our stuff back, and we can continue. So we found the Moria's West Gate. And that's the point. Okay.
Elves prowl the shore. Get them all.
Except you didn't notice the crazy tentacle monster. Now what are a bunch of elves just doing right outside of the Moria Gate? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Or the fact that here is a goddamn, you know, the Watcher of the Water, you know, just like I get that it's you know, the Moria Gate and stuff, and he's a cool boss enemy, but how does it make sense that the elves aren't helping me right now or anything like that? Like, it just doesn't. Okay, so I'm probably not able to hit him with Swordcraft, so that kind of sucks. And this, if I remember correctly, let's just see, probably very little damage. Yeah, it's not as strong. Not that the Watcher isn't a strong monster, but yeah, like I'm not going to be able to use my Swordcraft here, so it's going to be all Company Valor and Company Might on Barathor's part here. And this is where Elagos comes in more handy, of course. I might actually end up using the perfect mode here to, because I'm not going to be able to hit him with anything other than, you know, Flaming Fury and Loudwater Fury. 390, okay. And that took a little bit, but that's okay. Let's use perfect mode, arrow volley for 1800. That's a really good hit. But usually you would end up using the boss monsters for, of course, you know, gaining up that SP points and stuff. But right now I'm kind of at a bit of a disadvantage. So there we go, some Company Might. And you are going to use Gift of Elrond on Barathor first. And Idriel's gonna take a hit, so next time she's gonna have to use it on. So again, let's do Company Valor again, so hopefully we get some more misses. Not like we're gonna run out of AP. Hadhood, of course, can just keep Flaming Fury, which should be nearly enough to kill him. Maybe not fully. There might be one more. And if you notice, he's actually missing a tentacle. So this is the same Watcher, I believe it's supposed to be. He's missing a few. This is the same Watcher that the Fellowship of the Ring fought. Because there are more than one in the world. I'm not sure if that's expanded upon in the lore, but in this game there are more than one, and in subsequent video games and other literature not by Tolkien, there has been proven to be more than one. So whether he's the only one or not, I'm not sure. Now we could have probably killed him right there, but might as well, you know, heal up, gain a little bit of... Ooh, that's pretty deadly, attacking everyone for over 200 damage. Damn. That Company Valor isn't doing too much. But at least we learned Stand Fast, which is fine and everything. So, yeah, let's just use Company Valor, I guess. Okay. And Spirit Powers, Loudwater Fury should be able to take him out at this range. Doing 375, I would say so. And everyone should gain a level, except for Elagos, because he wasn't really part of the battle.
Watch out!
And we got...
Those tentacles are powerful!
Boom!
He has opened the gate!
I knew he was good for something.
And now we are done with the realm of Aragon, or Aragon, going in. I'm not really 100% sure on the pronunciation of Aragon.
Rumors are true. Balin has failed. My people have failed.
This fight took place decades ago. Their bodies returned to dust.
These great dwarf lords stood here for thousands of years, Elf, and this abomination took place before them. I do not find that amusing. Some small measure of their great power remains hidden here. I can feel it.
Let me help you reclaim it. For your people.
Okay, so now we have another kind of Legolas Gimli thing going on here. Distrusting of elves, of course, and elves not really understanding the greed of dwarves. That is one word. I'm usually pretty good. I suck at pronunciation, but I'm usually pretty good at Lord of the Rings lore, like their way. Like I was always correcting people, because if you read the appendices and stuff like that at the back of Return of the King, things like Celeborn or Celebrimor, things like that, are actually Celeborn, because C's are pronounced as K's in the Elvish language, or one of them Sirendin, or is it Nordian, or the Quator. I'm not sure which language it's from, but you actually learn how to pronounce things like the way he wants you to, the way Tolkien intended. So, and the movie got a lot of that right. Not everything, I don't believe, but they got most of it right. And I'm usually pretty good, but I don't know how to say this one. And since I'm terrible with pronunciation normally, so yeah. But anyway, that's enough about that. Please post in the comments below how I'm supposed to pronounce that, because we won't be back there, so I've only fucked it up once or twice. I'm good.
7 rings of power were given to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. But they were deceived by the Dark Lord Sauron. And in time, their kingdoms fell into ruin. But the dwarves hold many secrets, and few are graced to share their language. The secret runes of their ancient kings remain lost in these empty halls. It is your secret to find, my friend.
Well, alright then. I guess we're gonna find it, aren't we? Let's see. We clearly missed a scene, but not all scenes are linear that you collect. Some of them can be found later on. And you can travel back, I believe. There is a travel back ability. I don't know when we really receive it. Oh, there. Return to lands you've already visited. Yeah, so we're not going to travel back. We may do that eventually to clear up some quests. But for right now, there's no reason. I'm not going to stall the gameplay by doing that. Congratulations, you've unlocked Evil Mode. Fight as Sauron's minions to unlock unique weapons and items for your party. Select more on the title screen and then select Evil Mode to access this feature. So we'll be able to play every area that we clear. We'll be able to do the Evil Mode for it. I might do that. You don't get a whole lot of good items near the first couple of Evil Modes. But overall, it's pretty cool. So anyway, we leveled up here, so let's do some leveling. Constitution and a little bit of dexterity never hurt. Idriel, of course, let's up your spirit, your constitution, and your dexterity with both melee and ranged. Don't really need that actually, so to speak, but your speed would be good to have. And Hadhood, of course, we should up his strength right now. Just pour it all into strength because he kind of needs it. There's only the Elfstone Nimble Crafting. I mean, we can give it to him for right now. But, yeah. Skill-wise, let's see what he learned. Standfast. War Call's not terrible. Company Resistance isn't bad either, but Fellowship Grace is actually more helpful than all these. Standfast is good because it's immunity to stunning effects. Most of these other ones I never really used. Royal Grace sometimes. Yeah, that's basically all I've ever used, and Fellowship Grace, so we'll just load up what we got right now. And we'll continue on. Might as well do a bit of Moria while we're here. Had I known the boss was that close, I probably would have... and there's that missing one. See, that's what I'm talking about. Epic scenes are not always linear when you get them. As I said, had I known that the Watcher was so close, I probably would have ended with the Watcher. That would have been probably a lot better. But anyways.
And now, brave friend, your band must enter a charnel house, for here lie the bodies of many dwarven generations. Many were slaughtered by invading orcs that bred and multiplied in Moria's darkness. Now they rule the vast halls and spread through the corridors and mines. But they do not rule Moria. That is the province of another, more powerful being. Tread carefully in the darkness, for you enter a world of enemies. Move swiftly, for if you do not, they shall find you.
Well, definitely not bad advice there, I can honestly say that much. That's definitely good advice. Oh, and Hadhood gains something there. What do we got? Some leather vambraces, dwarven boiled. Alright. Okay, nothing here. Now we go down here. And here's where we encounter the second Watcher, I'm almost sure. And let's see. Yep. And this time, of course, we still can't attack him with swordcraft, so that's... well, that's just shitty. So it's going to be all up to, without any perfect mode or anything, it's going to be all up to Loudwater Fury and other things. So let's just keep upping their attack power. His company might. And we'll have to just attack with Flaming Fury and Loudwater Fury. Which doesn't do bad damage. I mean, 558. You can't beat that. Not this early on in the game. That's pretty fair damage. But of course, see, this one's also missing a few tentacles, so they clearly use the same model. which is kind of shitty if you notice it. We got some company valor there. Tentacle whip for 170. Idriel's gonna have to heal you. Of course, I can also use healing items too. With Barathor, I should probably. There we go. 357 restored. Reeking spout. Yeah, I should definitely try healing up using Barathor right now. Item, I believe I have something here. Full health, some health to the party. There we go. Now Hadhood can use, of course, Flaming Fury, which that's now he can't do anything else. So I'm gonna have to use some lambless bread or something. Lambless bread. Yeah, I'm very bad at sometimes just trying to pronounce these things. Some Loudwater Fury would go a long way at 411. That's not bad. That company must be settling in because it increases the attack power, not necessarily strength, as far as I was aware. So doing this is helping, as far as I know. Reeking Spout again. Okay. Let's do a. Do we have any more King's Foil leaves? There we go. Tentacle Frenzy. Well, that doesn't do very much damage, so that's okay. Barathor, Leadership, Company Might. And who's next on the chopping block? Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. Lemon spread on you. Because Flaming Fury does more. Take a Tentacle Frenzy. It's not terrible. And Hadhood can use Flaming Fury, and we've got him under half, probably now about quarter left of his max HP. That's not bad. Let's see what we can do. Leadership, Company Might. Keep up in that shit, Barathor. You just keep doing your thing. Loudwater Fury. 411 damage. And let's do a King's Foil on yourself. Just to keep that HP up. Let's see. Barathor, Company Might. And at least we're gaining ourselves the momentum bar there. Gaining our perfect mode. Okay, you don't have enough to do anything with, so let's use Gift of Elrond on yourself. And now Hadhood should be able to finish it off with one attack, I would think. If I do this, maybe. Let's try. Now, I think there is a cap on this. I think you can only do it like 2 or 3 times, and then, you know, you're not getting any stronger. Yeah, because clearly, at the very least, it's not helping out spirit powers anymore. And we killed it, so we're awesome. We used up all our AP to do it, but we did it. And everybody but Barathor. And Elagos gains Dunedain layered leather overbraces and a first aid Erigion brooch of weapon warding. I suck. I don't know what that word is. And the cracked elf stone of armor and jamming. And we get another epic scene.
Very good. You have now entered the long dark of Moria. Moria is a lost civilization that spans many ages. And in the deep places of this world, foul terrors still dwell, filled with wrath and malice. I expect you found the landscape changed since we recently passed through. That was the work of the Watcher in the water. For what good are words of opening, or enchanted doors, for that matter, against such ancient powers?
Yeah, I always found it weird that Like, they should have saved this for midway through Moria. Because we just fought a Watcher, and then we fight another one. Like, I find that kind of lame, honestly. I wish, like, they had left it later on and you fight a second one. Because fighting 2 in a row just seems kind of... It takes away the fun of the first one, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. But I don't like the fact that we fight 2 back to back. Not because it's difficult, but because it's like, no, that guy's cool. Like, my first, like, real major boss battle, you know? Cracked Elfstone. What else we got here? And, of course, we're going to run into wargs, goblins. Ooh, some white wargs. So we're going to quick claws to death. Okay, we're gonna lemnis your ass. Because you, my friend, are in sore need of doing this stuff. Attacking like a boss. And now I finally got counterattack. That's cool. Let's dwarven cleave some of these assholes. And you can gift of Elrond. You are going to use Guardian Strike. Counterattack's pretty good because when I'm attacked physically, I will try to counter, so that's the main thing. And we're just going to take hits because that's what we do. And we'll just keep Dwarven Cleaving. And we got Cleaving Wounds. That's a good ability. We could finish this thing off, so we might as well do it. Give a loud Water Fury to the face. And we will Guardian Strike this guy, and we are so close to getting a perfect mode. That'll come in handy. Moria can be quite difficult the first time round. This is where a lot of people get stumped in the game, because there's a lot of, like, the difficulty kind of spikes a little bit, and then, yeah. And we're just gonna gift a Velrond on you. Quick clawing. Let's see that counterattack, buddy. Nah, didn't happen. And I'm out of AP. Well, that sucks. There we go. Dwarven Cleave. Let's cleave them. There we go. Got rid of them and got our perfect mode set up. And Barathor got his level, that's the main thing. Such as King's Foe with item crafting, items carrier will be available. Oh, that's right. That's what I should be doing.
Saruman admires the warg, the terrible creation that mocks the wolf. To spread terror, he unleashed them upon the lands surrounding Isengard. They are fast and powerful creatures, able to bring down a horse and rider. Few can withstand their attack. There is evidence they invaded Moria, but I avoided their dens. I hope you are as fortunate.
Well, clearly we're not, because we just ran into them. Found a rune. That's cool. Alright, let's do some increases here. Let's get that dexterity, and let's get that constitution up there. Idriel, your spirit. Let's just rise that shit through the roof. Hadhood, let's give you some more strength there, buddy. And Elegost, let's up your speed, 2 to constitution and 1 to strength. Now there was some equipment for you. These are better. First stage. Brooch containing great power that was lost for long ages, but it's a first age. Ugh. Well, what's why? Few details. Alright, it ups the strength, the HP, constitution, resistance to slash, pierce. What does this one do? In comparison, it lowers my spirit, my AP, my speed, and my armor. Ah, screw it. We're gonna wear it. Alright. On Hadhood, we'll equip the... Oh, we can only equip one, so the health one's going on there. And Idriel can equip the armor one. There we go. Now everybody should be happy. Skills. Are you learning? Yes, he's learning Citadel Rage. That's what I want to learn. It's a 2-strike attack. Hadhood is learning Crippling Smash. That's fine, because we won't get Mountain Range until next. Endure Flame is getting closer. That's good. And what about Idriel? Idriel, what are you learning? Gift of Gladriel, and then we're going to learn Aura of the Valor. So in 10 more moves, Aura of the Valor. It's kind of a trick. A lot of people call it a cheat or a trick, but it's in the game, and they must have known that this would happen. Using Aura of the Valor and Power of the Valor is a way to make sure that you won't lose the battle, as long as you can keep that up and do some damage in the meantime. It's actually how I ended up. I was very vastly underleveled for further on in the game, and I'll tell you when that happens if we get that far. I actually learned Aura of the Valor when I was in this boss battle and I was losing desperately, and then this thing kept me alive. This boss battle must have went on for over half an hour, 45 minutes of me just slowly gaining. I actually ended up getting not only Aura of the Valor, but Power of the Valor. So how much does that take? I had to use Aura of the Valor 50 times to get that, because I learned Aura of the Valor in that boss battle. That's how long this battle took. And I used up all my items, and I was just really bad at the game back then. Maybe I shouldn't have admitted that, but oh well. So let's continue on and see what we can see. And this is where we're going to have to do a lot of grind near the not necessarily in Western Moria, but in Eastern. Moria is 2 parts, and that's what a lot of people kind of failed near, getting past Moria's double parts. We will probably have to do some grinding in East Moria. Now, is this the way I want to go? No. There's a plant here there, so I want to go this way. I'm always trying to get the way I'm not supposed to go first, of course. That way I can get all the chests and apparently the battles. Let's see. Now, as fun as you guys might be, 495. See, they're a little stronger than the goblins are much stronger than the orcs outside. Doing a little bit more damage too, by the looks of that. And I take all his AP, basically. Let's do a goblin bane attack. 474, that's pretty good. Goblin thrust. Maybe I should have killed the archer after all. I wasn't sure if it would be a waste or not. Now I know. So we'll do a guardian strike on this thing. Won't be enough, but it will be close. And I can use Gift of Elrond. And we can use an axe craft on you. Kill this guy off. And then we'll just have to deal with the little measly archer, who uses Goblin Arrow for 134 damage. We'll use Swordcraft Guardian Strike. Not quite enough. He's going to use Counterattack. And I'm going to use Loudwater Fury and finish him off. There we go. Hadhood gained a level, alright then. Keep doing that too. And we got something there for Barathor. Give you some strength and some speed. Try to keep them even, as I said. He'll gain natural health and strength, so you got to keep up his dexterity and stuff, or otherwise they start missing like crazy. One of the characters that we'll get later on is two of them, actually. The last two characters are so bad for dexterity when you start them, because you get a lot of attribute points and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to distribute them. If you don't give them a lot of dexterity, they're quite bad. What were we doing? Oh, yes. We get some battered steel vambraces. Okay, now we can continue on. And I was saving my perfect mode for this battle. Palantir battles are usually a little bit harder. They either include one more enemy or they include, yeah, like something like this asshole. Flames of Udon. Udon. Oh, is it just him? Oh yeah, then fuck that. I'm gonna kill him. Water Fury. And I missed my Guardian Strike. Well then, Goblin Bane will have to make up for it. 463. He's gonna get one more attack, and I'm gonna kill him next because that did well over half of those two attacks. Dark Renewal. Oh, you shit! You little shit! Yeah, Orc Bane's not gonna do very much, but Goblin Bane still will. And 463, we took care of that renewal. And he's going to use Flames of Udon again. Udon. And this is going to definitely finish him off. But yeah, those guys can be pretty annoying because they have Dark Renewal, and their Flames of Udon ability is quite good. And of course, their speed is pretty high, so they get to use a lot of, like, they get to go quite a bit. Huh, reference.
But I think you're right.
What have you got there?
It would appear we have discovered the last delving of the dwarves. Great mithril pit.
And that mine would likely lead us to the other side of the mountain, would it not?
So what do we wait for? Let us follow it.
Okay then. Another epic scene. Let's do it.
I see you found your way deep into Moria's mithril mines. For that was the true wealth of this realm. Hard as dragon scales, but light as a feather. It has no rival in times of war. Some seek it unto death. Some are given it freely. The lands you passed through were built around its trade. Now none dare seek it in these dark halls.
Very interesting, very interesting. We get a little bit of lore that some people, especially people who didn't see the extended edition, they get to see a lot more of the extended scenes, parts from the extended scenes, and they get to get a little bit more lore than's explained in the movie. Another Palantir battle. Alright, we are going to do Arrow Volley, bitches. Just because we can. Berthor. And Berthor gets a new blade. So we're going to have to up your dexterity because you were missing. Can't have that. And we're going to equip you with your new Third Age Iron Cutlass of Isengard. Let's do a comparison here. What's going to go? His dexterity will go down, but only by 1 by the looks of that. Everything else goes up. HP, AP, Constitution. Yeah, I'm totally using that. Because damage-wise, it does better. And you, status, you need to raise a little more Constitution, I think. Get a little more on that Constitution. Cracked Elfstone of Elf Enchantment. Okay. Another epic scene.
Do not fear as you wander Moria's mazes, for powerful beings such as I are here to aid you. For many long years I have played the role of a grey wanderer across the lands of Middle-earth. Another, the white wizard Saruman, calls himself the leader of our order. But Saruman chose to see afar, to see all, and in his greed he became enslaved. We have had, you see, a falling out. And thus his servants have forced our party to skirt Saruman's domain. For he hopes that within Moria I shall fall to a greater power than even he possesses.
Now, a little inaccurate. Just want to point that out. And once again, guys, are me watching the scenes getting boring for you? Would you rather me talk through them or even skip them altogether? Because I can. Of course, I'm recording quite a few of these. Like, I'm trying to get a lot of footage done so that I can kind of get them sporadically placed, you know, at my leisure, so that I don't have these huge gaps in video uploading. So that's the unfortunate thing about the comments, is that they're not like live one for one. I don't do one, render it, and post it necessarily in the same week. So I'm gonna have to slow down playing this, but I have a lot of opportunity these next couple days, and that's why I'm just trying to get a lot of footage done. But yeah, just tell me what you think about that. But also, I just want to talk about the inaccuracy really quick about the Balrogs. I mean, I guess we can play while I do that, so we're not wasting so much time. When he said, yes, he did want him to fight the Balrog, or didn't want, well, he was like, you don't want to go in there because, you know, the Balrog's there, and we both know it. We know where the Maya spirits are laying inside of Middle-earth. Some are lost, but we know that there's corrupted Maya spirits down here in the form of a Balrog. Now, and Balrogs were Maya spirits that were taken by Melkor or Morgoth and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short is that for him to say that he has greater power, that's only because technically they are even, because they are Maya spirits, just like Sauron is. Sauron, Balrogs, wizards, they're all the same classification of kind of almost lesser gods. The difference is while they are mortal Maya spirits that sought power, like Sauron and Balrogs and stuff, and became stronger as a result, the old, when they sent the 5 wizards to Middle-earth, the gods basically had to make them humble, took away most of their knowledge and most of their might, because they were not meant to challenge fire against fire. Their job was to unite people and let Middle-earth solve its problems, but kind of guide them in the right direction in their own unique ways, and stop Sauron from getting kind of a little, like, it was kind of a counterbalance measure. And so for them to say, oh, he's stronger, well, technically maybe, but not totally accurate either, because of course Maya spirits are kind of even in a sense, and as we saw, Gandalf was eventually victorious. So I mean, he died later on, but whatever. So my point of saying all this is being that for him to say that he's undoubtedly like a greater power than mine, a bit of a stretch to say greater power in my opinion. I mean, post in the comments below what you think of that statement. You know, this is the point. Let's have a couple of discussions about this. I mean, it's fair to say that maybe at the time as the Grey Wanderer, or, you know, when he had his, you know, power quite limited, and, you know, as I said, most of his knowledge was not there. You know, it was the choice of the gods to do that to him, the choice of, you know, the Valar and stuff. You know, maybe that was okay, you know, for the time, I guess. Like, like, what I'm just saying is at the time, perhaps Balrog was undoubtedly stronger. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? You know, post in the comments below. I'm willing to concede if someone can show me text saying otherwise. I mean, I'm kind of disproving my own point here when I said that that's not exactly accurate, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, Gandalf the White was always more the true version of Gandalf, or Mithrandil, or, you know, his actual name is Orwin, something like that. I can't pronounce the names very well, as I've said before, so me trying to might be not the best idea. Let's see what we got here. That's enough of my rant about that. Let's up your strength, buddy, because that's awesome. New equipment. Sure, give it to you. Hadhood, nothing. Idriel. Some fam braces. Alright. And Barathor, you got nothing. Alright. Cool. Let's continue. Let's check this side. And it's another battle, of course. Rending Blades. Well, that's quite an attack, isn't it? Gift of Elrond. Wrong guy. Shit. Alright, Barathor. Do your stuff. 567 critical hit. Like it. Counterattack. Of course you did. Alright, Hadhood. Do your stuff. Goblin Brain, bitch. Alright. Rending Blades, 177. That's nothing. That is shit. That is just shit. Especially when we can do hits like that. And then you can do stuff like this. Loud Water Fury, bitch, to kill him. Well, that shot him down, didn't it? Knocked them down a few pegs. Idriel and Hadhood both gain levels. And we get Cracked Elf Zone of Fire Protection. Alright, let's do that first. Let's give you that. Stats, Idriel, let's up your Spirit to 40. First stat at 40, I believe. Nope, Constitution right there. Gotta keep that Dexterity up for you. He gains natural strength and Constitution, as I said, so there's not, you know, I want to keep his Dexterity from waning too much, because I don't want to, you know, have all the strength in the world, but then you can't hit your opponent. I believe there's only one chest where this doesn't happen in this little area. Spirit powers. Let's go Haste to the Elves on you. There we go. Some Haste to the Elves. Let's go Company Might. So we have a little more strength between myself and Hadhood there. And Hadhood can do a Cleaving Wound. 416 damage. Quick Clawing. Cleaving Wound did some damage. Let's do a Guardian Strike. 529, that's pretty good damage. And a Loud Water Fury to finish him off. And we got Gifted Gladriel, perfect timing. Now we won't have wasted a SP point by trying to learn something I don't really care about. Rune 2 of 7, that's fine. Skills teach you not Cleanse Shadow, but Aura of the Valor. Cleanse Shadow is good because it'll remove all negative effects, but right now Aura of the Valor would be much more helpful. Right now we probab't won't actually run into that problem, honestly, but it's more of a safety precaution than anything. There we go. Rusts of Moria. Morgul Decay. I love Moral Decay. Moral Decay is something I did not know about, or it's that I was too stupid to check all the different items in my inventory. So I beat this whole game without using a single Morgul Decay. You can imagine my frustration with this game. Because I was too fucking stupid to realize that Morgul Decay is how. Our first counterattack, I believe, with Barathor. Good job, buddy. Good job. Yeah, I didn't realize about Morgul Decay for a long time, so that was me being really stupid. Okay, we got a Guardian Strike in there. Let's get a Goblin Bane and finish him off. There we go. Now we can safely just deal with the War. Spirit Powers, Gift of Elrond on you. Let's company might that shit. That way Hadhood can do his thing. Drill. Loudwater Fury, that shit. 867 damage. Gotta love those attribute points adding so much. Dwarven Cleave. 544. One more attack will do it. So let's do this. Guardian Strike to finish you off. And it's kind of cool because we're using an Isengard like an Urukai blade. It's pretty cool. Gondorian Steel Citadel Guard Helm. Okay, let's check that out. Of course, it's clearly better, I would say. Yeah, no loss. Looks dumb as shit, but don't care. It's better. Gonna use it. Gotta use it. Okay, I have a feeling I didn't go all the way in there for some reason. Yeah, I knew I hadn't. Okay, piece of shit. Okay, there's a save point, but screw the save point, we're gonna grab that chest. Found a rune and a scene.
I know it not, but these wretched orcs are trapped within these halls. They hide from the sun, but more do they fear their new master. They awaken him in times of great need, yet always fall victim to his terrible wrath.
And that, my friends, is a prelude to the fact that we are going to fight the Balrog. Considering he's on the cover of the game, I don't think I'm spoiling very much. I don't think so anyways. We'll save right here. And I guess we can play till the next save point. I'm not going anywhere. Don't fret, don't fret. And here's where, of course, they camp, so gotta do that.
Found our campsite. That is very good indeed. You have also found Boromir, for he has traveled with us since Rivendell. Have you considered Berethor precisely why you were compelled to seek him? Many that live deserve death. Some that die deserve life. Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends.
I always liked that line. Many that live deserve death. Some that die deserve life. I always liked that. Not sure why, just always did. Now, of course, I don't want to go the right way, but I have a feeling I'm going the right way. I don't want to be. I have a feeling I am. Found rune 4 of 7. Oh, a Palantir. Here's the next save point. Well, let's do. Let's see here. We got the Ash, Dwarven Ale, blah blah blah. Let's do a couple battles here before we hit that save point. There's going to be some backtracking involved here, I'm sure. Loudwater Fury right off the bat. And we will do a cleaving wound to... how do I... there we go. And we have Hadhood at over 1,000 HP. That's awesome. Okay, Berethor. Use. Yeah, that'll be fine. Guardian Strike. And Idril's going to be attacked again. We'll have to do some company might to battle these 3 wargs. Quick clawing attack for 185 HP. Who cares? 185, who cares? I'm Hadhood. Oh, they're attacking a lot. Like, kind of, could you stop? Let's Dwarven Cleave this thing. Take out one of them anyways. Barathor can... Oh, no. Didn't want to do that. Shattering Strike on this guy so we can do even more damage to him. And some... Gift a Galadriel on yourself. 'Cause why not? Swordcraft. Guardian Strike him. And Swordcraft Loudwater Fury on this one. There we go. We're getting the hang of this. We're doing it. Might as well finish this one off. 549. Guardian Strike. Idriel gets attacked again. Dwarven Cleave that asshole. There we go. And Hadhood is all tanking that shit. Barathor, Idriel, Hadhood, and probably... No, not Elagos. But Elagos does get a Dunedain Suede Leather Jerkin. Cool. Alright, so we got some status upgrades here. Let's do Dexterity and Constitution. Idriel, you need some Constitution there, baby. And Hadhood, you can take a Strength and a Dexterity. Elagos doesn't need that thing right this minute. Oh, and here's that door. Need the 7 runes to open it. I got 4, I think.
How can we open this?
We will have to unlock Moria's secrets first.
Yes, before the goblins trap us here.
Uh-huh. Okay, then. Oh, there's a chesticle. Chesticle. And we shall find more chests. More chests. Now. Excuse me, guys. Ugh. Maybe I'm coming down with something. Oh, wait. This is what the 7 runes are for. What am I thinking? So this is not the room we wanted to come to. Or is it? More wargs? Really? Getting real tired of this shit. Company might. Hadhood. Flaming Fury. Let's just change it up a little bit there. Barathor, come on, counterattack that asshole. No, guess not. Idriel, Spirit Powers, Gift of Elrond on you. Barathor, Shattering Strike on that guy. 496. Cloudwater Fury to finish him off. Doing 918 damage. Jesus, we're getting into that 1,000 range here soon. That hit takes another hit. Let's do another Company Might. Let's increase that shit. And let's Guardian Strike this guy with that power. And we got Citadel Rage. Alright. Okay. Counterattack. Triple critical. Holy shit. Now that is awesome. Dwarven Cleave. And Idriel can finish him off with a Loudwater Fury. And now, after we got that awesome triple critical, I can check out what our next ability shall be. The problem with the Bane moves, when you got guys like, let's see here, let's just grab this first. Barathor got a weapon by the looks of it. Elagos, let's increase your Constitution there, buddy, get you up to 30. So let's do Barathor first, new equipment. Alright. I didn't necessarily want to do that. Let's see. HP is 862 on this one. 848. That's not that bad. AP is 216. AP is 250. Okay, that's not that good. Constitution is 29. Constitution is 28. But the dex and speed is up. And I would lose the speed and the dex. Plus the base damage is 22 to 12. So that's going to really increase my attack power. So, yeah. Did I get anything else for somebody? I might as well do Eligos here. Well, we know that's going to be better. Yeah, better in every way. Alright, now let's go to skills here. Skills. One thing I wanted to check, crafts mode. Yeah, making, what's the really good one to make? Doubles the action points for the beneficiary of the entire battle, causes water. I think it's, yeah, I just like having some old Toby. So maybe I should craft some shit. Crippling smash. I must be close. I'm close. Indoor flame. Close. Skills. Barathor here. Now, Uruk-hai Bane. See, here's the good ones. Defensive strike. Cannot be countered. That's good. The problem with the Bane moves, as I said, is a melee attack that causes more damage to all types of Uruk-hai than a regular melee attack. That's all fine and good. But why would I do that when I can attack twice? So even if that Uruk-hai Bane does, let's say, 100, 200, maybe it's roughly, like, by the looks of it, I'd say it's like a 1.15 multiplier, or maybe a 1.25. It's definitely not, like, times 2 damage or anything like that, anything crazy. So that's good, sure, especially if you're trying to conserve AP, but like Citadel Rage and Athelian Wrath, why would I do that? Because with Citadel Rage now, I'll be attacked twice. This is the one I want to go for. Attack 3 times. Now, of course, at the beginning of the game, you have low AP, so you can only use these moves a couple times before running out. But later on, it doesn't make sense. By the time we run into Uruk-hai, I'm going to have a fair amount of AP points. Like, I mean, it's still useful, don't get me wrong, but this is much more useful early on in the game. And, of course, Targeted Strike is that ignores the enemy armor completely. So it's like using the item Morgul Decay, which gets rid of a foe's armor. So you do shit ton of damage. And Gondor Rampage is a 5 times, and that is the best move. It is so damn good. So yeah, that's my little lesson for the day. Let's see. No more chests here. Let's continue on. We have a little more we can do, I guess. A little more playtime. Well, actually, I tell you what. With all that, let's just save right here, and we'll continue this next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Griever with your Let's Play of Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. Tell me what you think about my Balrog versus Gandalf thing, like how technically Gandalf was a little more, like, he's on even, what I'm trying to say is they're on even keel here, and even with his powers kind of, like, taken away by an unknown percentage, a lot of his powers were limited when he fought the Balrog, and yet he still won. So to say that that power is greater than his is kind of like, yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, I think. I think they were more evenly matched than just stated. That's all I'm trying to say. But, you know, at the time, of course, he was not the White Wizard and didn't have all the, you know, the gods didn't basically say, you know what, maybe we should, you know, maybe we should give you a little more oomph to your swings type deal. But anyways, as I said before, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the good usual shit, and we will see you back here next time, hopefully, for Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. Till then, guys, it's been Griever. See you later.